Hi guys. So, unexpected video coming out this afternoon or this evening when I've finished it. Didn't expect to have a day off work, but I've got a day off work, so I ain't complaining. So today, what I'm gonna do is I've got a few chores to do because of the issues I've got with the pond and the bacteria and stuff. I've got a little bit of a plan that involves a supersonic dose of potassium permanganate PP treatment. So it's not going to be a regular treatment with the fish in there, it's going to be a treatment with the fish out of there. So I want to cleanse the pond. To that end of things, I'm going to have to make an isolation tank. And also it's going to double up as a grow-on tank in the future. So I've just picked up an easypod, and today I'm actually going to make myself an isolation tank, which hopefully, fingers crossed, should be up and running today. So let me show you my plan. Yeah, so like I said guys, this pond is going to have a supersonic dose of PP, and also I want to actually empty a lot of this one, all the water out, to do the backy shower install and to do some other bits and bobs that I want to do to it, because it ain't going to happen with that water in there. So I need somewhere else to put the fish, and I think it's about time, because I'm getting a little bit more serious on this koi hobby, that I need an isolation tank. So I got my little helper here. Hey Wolf, this is little Wolf boy. Yes, his name is Wolf because he's got a hairline like a wolf. Look at that. A good boy, aren't you? Are you good? You come here. Yeah, looking at my dad's fish. This is the missus. Hi. You're gorgeous. Right, so down here, don't look at these patches, guys. These are actually new bits of turf, so I'm just waiting for those to root and to get vibrant green. So the idea is, let me turn this radio down. By the way, this radio was a freebie. It fell off the back of a works van yesterday when I was walking into work. This radio bounced off the back of the van and landed by my feet. Obviously the van just drove off. So I'm looking after it until they contact me again, which hopefully they never will, because it's banging. So a little tiny update on the rib as well. So the rib is looking pretty good. Don't look at this red. This red is just masking tape, because I'm just working out where I'm going to be putting the rubber bumper. But pretty much the boat is all covered in black now, apart from these bottom sections, which I will do this afternoon if I've got enough time. I'm really happy with how that's working out. So to the pond end of things, this is my old liner, which is absolutely fine. So my plan is, I've got windows coming for this in the next week or so, and obviously I'm making a door, but this space here is 6 foot by 3 foot by pretty much 3.5 foot deep. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put my holding tank in here, because this is a space that I don't use. So obviously I know I've got my recycling rubbish there at the moment, and my barrow, but that's moving. I'm going to make this into my isolation pond, and I think I'm going to fit my easypod up there, possibly coming down. Might be pump fed, or I could maybe I'll have to go there pump fed. I don't know yet. Maybe I don't know. I think it's going to fit there. What I might do is put a little section across here so the easypod sits in the middle, plop down with a jellyfish. Now the good thing is this floor is actually sloping down to an eco drain, so I've got my waist straight there. And another good thing is this slab actually slopes down, so even though it's not sloping down into a certain point where I'm going to have a bottom drain, I'm just going to stick a vary pump in the bottom for now, because I want to get this place treated as soon as I can, because I want to start treating the fish as soon as I can. So I'll just drop a vary pump. No, I know this sounds crazy, but I'm actually going to put a 3000 vary pump on at the moment, because it's the brand new pump that I'm using for my backy shower, and that's what I've got to play with at the moment. So the 3000 vary pump's going to be on. It's going to be turned right down, guys, just to run the easypod. Yes, so that is the plan of attack. The only thing I haven't got is I've bought the easypod from a fish supplier that I know, and he said for some reason it hasn't got the actual media or the air pump with it, but that's coming probably at the end of the week, so they're just ordering a brand new one straight from Evolution Aqua, which is bonus. And I actually got, because the easypod has been sitting in their shop for a long time, it looks tatty. All the hardware on it was a little bit corroded, and I was like, dude, is this a second-hand one? And he goes, no, it is new, it's just been here for ages. And I said, well, you've got to do a supersonic deal, haven't you? So I actually got 10% off. So I got the whole easypod, which is brand new. It's just been sitting in the corner of their warehouse for a while, a bit rusty, a bit dusty. So I got the whole easypod Air system for 500 quid, I think it was, which is good because I think they meant it to be 650. So I had a good 150 quid off there. I think I paid 535 for it, but still, there's still over 100 quid off. So that's a bonus. So this is what I'm going to get on with today, guys. So fingers crossed, it's going to work out the way I think. And I think with these dimensions in this area here, I think it came up with about 350 to 400 gallons, which is fine. That's brilliant. That'll hold the amount of koi I've got in there quite comfortably for a short period of time, you know, for a matter of weeks at a time. And also, if I ever feel like buying a load of small fry and bringing them on, it won't have a heater in here, but you know, this place, when I've got the windows and all in, this will be supersonic warm, you know. And in the winter, possibly I'll take the liner out, and what I might do is, if it works out good, I might actually put a fiberglass one in here, and I might put a little bottom drain in here, insulate it, and actually have this as a designated grow on pond, which would be great, like, you know. So, and do you know what, who knows, maybe I'll even have another one in here. We'll see, because I could get a 500 gallon one in there easy, you know. But I'm going to start with that small area first, and we'll go with there. So fingers crossed, this is going to turn out boom. Yeah, so guys, this is the easypod I picked up today. Let me turn this down a bit, roll it down, roll it down a bit more as well. Yeah, so this is the unit that I will be installing. So this is the unit I'll be installing into the hold-on tank, well, the holding tank. So I think it's got like a 3-inch bottom drain. I believe that's waste, and I believe that's the inlet. So like I'm saying, the only thing that it hasn't got at the moment is the media, which I don't need right now, because obviously I'll get it up and running. It's got all the air stones and whatnot in there, and if I can get my arm in there, it's got some pipe, but you know what I mean. Look, it looks kind of old. Some of these bits have got some pitting and some corrosion on them, and it's never been used. I can see it's never been used, but obviously it's been sitting around for a long time. So hey, if you're not cheeky and ask for a little bit of a discount, then, you know, that wouldn't be British, would it? So yeah, so we'll see what goes on. I don't know what that is, guys. I think it comes with those little aeration bits, maybe for the bottom of the pond or something, but it's certainly not for in there, I don't believe. Who knows? What I'll do is, Evolution Aqua is a great company. You can go actually onto their website, and you can just download or look at all of the information on each product. So it's got basically the you know, the pamphlets on how to install these things, the ideal flow rates. Now, listening to old Daz from Dazzle Koi, he reckons 5,000 litres an hour is optimal for this actual model. So Darren, thank you very much, but it's exactly what I'm going to do with this one. But like I said, I'm going to use my 3,000 Vari pump until I've put the backy shower on the pond and I can get the 10,000 off my skimmer. So that's a score. In fact, what I might do is I might actually put the 10,000 onto the Nexus 220 and just pull maybe, I don't know. Tim from Quality Initiative Guy seems to think running those real slow, so maybe it's 5,000 too slow to go through one of those, because I'm going to have a lot of turnover on the backy shutter as well. We'll see, but that's the plan. Right guys, I know, hour into it or whatever, so I've cleared up the area, as you can see here, and I've actually put some pretty chunky material running all the way across here, and what I've decided to do is go across the top of that window, so this will support the top section of water. There's not going to be a lot of pressure in there, plus the water level will kind of be down a little bit, I guess, but that's going across and dissecting the window, but you know, it's solid, that's going to be fine, which then will give me an extra, you know, maybe 6 inches of water in here. What I'm going to do next now is put a little shelf cutting across here, so my easypod will fit there. I'm a bit annoyed really, because I wish this easypod was literally flipped around, because the inlet would have been a lot handier this side, the waste would have been a lot handier that side, and this would have been, well, that's in the center, you know, the outlet is on the center, so that's not too much of a problem. But yeah, bugger. But you know, saying that, I've got a load of flexi pipe down here from my original pond, so it's really good, to be honest. You know, I'm yeah, this is going to be a nice little addition to my little man cave, and I'm sure I can grow some fry on in here, and I can grow them pretty good, especially if I put a little heater in here during the winter months. But like I'm saying, this is going to be quite warm, to be honest, you know, when the windows and all are in here, and I've got a door, so basically I'm going to be able to open the door and just access the fish straight away. So yeah, okay, let's keep working. Boom. Right guys, I don't know, like 2 hours in, I guess, and yeah, it's come on okay. So pretty much here we are. So this is all built out of spare wood, to be honest. Even though it's good wood, it is actually spare wood. So I've put a rail all the way across the top where the liner is going to sit on, and then I'm going to put a bit of batten all the way across the top, possibly, not quite sure yet. I'm going to put something to protect these sides in, because the water I want to come up a little bit higher. It's going to be hardly any pressure there, so that's not going to be an issue. Yeah, I've used some old scaffolding boards. That is solid, that is literally solid. There is my easypod. So obviously, you know, the valves are this side, so I'm gonna have to make access. I was gonna put a solid window in there, but I guess I'll have to do the window in such a way that it will swing out, but that's not a problem. Actually, that might be quite a nice idea, to do a swing out window there, so I can access these two valves for waste and you know, for basically cleaning, which is not going to be a problem. Just kneel down there and do that. The other option I've got is to put the easypod where I'm standing now, and I can actually just open the door, because what I'm going to do here, obviously I'm going to make a door here and a door there, but what I was going to do is the old barn door, so the section on the bottom can stay closed, and then the top section, which is going to be the glass, will swing open. I'm going to do the same there, so do you know what I mean? I can keep it open, keep the bottom closed, or open them together. Yeah, but that's that so far. And I've just calculated the size, so it's 6 foot by I don't know, 6 foot by 3 foot by 3.5 foot or something. So anyway, I've calculated it, and it is a smidge under 500 gallons. So actually, no, I'm talking rubbish. With the filtration system, that is going to be 500 gallons on the button. Literally 500 gallons. It can't be better. You know, for treatments and all that kind of stuff, you know, not messing around with, oh God, a little, oh, how many percentage of this? What grams of that? Mate, 500 gallon. Boom. Easy. So, super stoked with that. Next thing I'm going to do is, get some sawdust out of my eye. But the next thing I'm going to do is sort out the pipe work, get the liner in. Actually, I'm going to get the liner in a minute. I'm going to make sure there's no little nodules or knobs of well, there was one knob in there just now, to be honest, but I've got out. But make sure there's no bits of sharp like muck or anything like that on that, or snobs, that's what builders call them. Make sure there's no sharp snobs there. I've got a few bits and bobs that I can use to line sections of it, but to be honest, mate, it's pretty good. And gonna give that a good sweep out, and I seriously don't think there's going to be any problems with any sharp bits puncturing the liner. The liners are quite robust anyway, and yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. Famous last words. Famous last words. Don't comment, oh, I would have put something down. I know if I had something, I'd put something down, but I haven't got anything to put down, and I'm quite happy in the knowledge that that's going to be fine. Right, another update in probably an hour. So lads, or guys, my polycarb sheets have just fallen down, but don't worry about that. Another hour has elapsed, and yeah, so here we are. This is where we are, I mean. So currently I'm filling this up, so I pinned the old liner on to kind of centralize it. Now I'm going to fill up a little bit of water in here. I'm going to get in there with my waders, and I'm going to start smoothing it all out section by section. I tell you what, it's there's a bit of a skull to get this in. It's putting these liners into like a little box is very yeah, it's quite difficult, to be honest, to get it, you know, all the corners to fold up tidy, but I think that's about centralized. So we'll see where it goes from there. I'm going to fill it about halfway up, get in, and then sort of start to smooth out the pond liner to get it nice and tidy as I can get it, really, because obviously like these corners will have to be folded in or out. It's a very tight fit, guys. I underestimated how much liner that you know, a 500 gallon kind of cube shape would take up, but yeah, quite a lot, really. So what I've done, I have skipped a process. So what I've done is I had a load of extra polycarb sheets. So pretty much behind here and against the wall, it's all lined with polycarb sheets. So it'll keep a little bit of insulation in, and also it gets rubbish out of my garage. So let's get this all done now. Fill this up, then I'll fit the easypod over onto that top section. And I've got a nice little, you know, like a little lip to go around there. Just some treated timber, which is actually there pre-cut, ready to go on here. So let's get some water in so it holds the liner up on its own, which will make it a lot easier for me. Yeah, exciting times. Guys, I'm having hell of a laugh making my little quarantine tank. This is so much fun. Oh, maybe another hour later. I don't know, maybe a bit more. My mother's just come in to say hello to me. So, here we are. We're filling it up. I've just, excuse me, stretched the liner as good as I could. And, excuse me, and folded in the sides pretty neat. So I think, oh, sawdust in the lung. So I think that's going to work like a champ. Now, what is the hilarious thing is, that's an easypod. It should be running on probably a 10,000 and half in it. Unfortunately, the only thing I've got is a 30,000. So yeah, that's my Evolution 30,000 pump, which I'm going to use for my backy shower. However, needs must, this bad boy is going to be temporary used for this pond, and I'll wind it right down to run that. And yeah, so I'm going to stick it down in the bottom corner there, and then yeah, so I'll stick it down in the bottom there. The outlet then will probably come down. We'll see. If I've got to try to make a flow in this pond, I will, but we'll see. Like I said, you can see everything gathered just on this lower section of the base. So I'm hoping that if I put the pump somewhere down here, probably around that back corner there, it's gonna suck in most of the stuff anyway. And what it doesn't suck in, you know, I can probably shoo across with some sort of implement. Anyway, so far so good. I didn't have much of that liner left, lads. I had to I've only got that little section there that I cut off one corner, well, one side. But yeah, garage is an absolute tip again. Story of my life. That's an absolute tip again. But every little helps. So guys, I'll try to get this all plumbed in tonight now, so it's actually up and working, because like I said, the only thing I haven't got for it is the air pump at the moment. So but that will be here by the weekend. There's nothing going to go in here for the next, you know, well, 7 days at least. I'd like to get it up and running, and the media obviously I've got to pick up on the weekend as well. Put a little bit of pond gel in there. Oh, everybody likes a bit of pond gel. Get the old bacteria going. What I should do is let my missus stick her feet in there. That'll kick this filter off proper good. My missus got feet like Cambodian tracker. Looks like she's never wore shoes in her life. Bless her. She's a good looking girl, but she's got feet like hooves. Don't worry, she never watches these. Otherwise she'd know how much everything is. I can hear running water. Right, okay, so I've got it running. But the Very Pump 3000, obviously at full whack it's running 30,000 litres an hour. Half that. So basically, because I wanted to go 500, I was trying to get it down to 25% of the running capacity, but it doesn't work. The pump actually will not run lower than 27%. So at 27% is probably just over 5,000 litres going through there, I would guesstimate, because there is no turns or anything on that. So let me turn you around and I'll show you what we've got, guys. Kaboom! So the pump's down in that back corner there. I've just got one flexi 1.5-inch pipe going straight into the inlet, or is it the outlet? The inlet into the filter anyway. And yeah, and she's coming through here. You should see that thing on full whack. The water's literally nearly coming straight over onto me. It is hilarious. But I suppose it's a good way actually to suck up all the waste off the bottom if I want to give it a bit of a purge every now and again from the bottom of the water, from the bottom of the pond I'm going on about. So yeah, let's have a little walk around here. So like I said, guys, that's the inside. There's no media in it at the moment at all, but she is just running. So this is the Very Pump control unit. So if I go down to 26, wait for it. Oh, 25. I'm pretty sure that will stop. Oh, okay. What's going on here now then? So it looks like it's still drawing water, unless it's just losing what it's got in there, and then it'll actually stop. Does that look like it's slowing down? It might not be. But anyway, let's crank him up and see it on full whack, shall we, guys? Hey, boy! Now there, that's full whack, you can see that. Let's put him back down again before that overflows. Just a bit of fun, guys, just a bit of fun. So we're going back down now to 27. That is so that's going to be the flow of my backy shower, hopefully, in a couple of weeks. So yeah, I'm going to leave this now to fill up for a little longer. I'm going to run the waste pipe, will come obviously from the waste, and what I'll do is I'll tack it on the top here, and I'll just put it down into the corner here, so it'll go into the waste, which will be fine for now. But yeah, not too shabby that. And I think when I've actually titivated it a little bit, it's going to look, it's actually quite a nice little addition. Do you know what? If I get a little bit more serious, I might make another one that side. That'll be pretty cool, won't it? So anyway, that's that. If I do any more tonight, I will do another part to this video. But I think I might do another part actually with the waste on and the control unit mounted and it tidied up and hopefully filled up to the top. Stand by and action. This is the smile on a man's face, which tells you he's quite happy with himself. So, this morning I had 1 pond. This afternoon I have 2. I've done a little bit of a clean up. Shed's a little bit cleaner. And we also have a quarantine pond. So don't look at the splash in there, because what I'm going to have to do tonight is order a 3-inch 90 just to aim that down, because it's a little bit chicken oriental. So I fitted the waste pipe, which comes down, which goes into the drain here. Obviously, I know that these clips are way too big, so what I'm going to order is I'm going to order a couple of more smaller ones later on, but it just keeps it stable and out the way there. Also, I've got my skimmer that I'm not using. Now I told everyone that I was going to do a giveaway with that, but you might have to hold fast for that one, because I think what I'm going to do, if this works out prosperous and a good addition to my koi hobby, what I'm going to do is take the liner out of this in the next, I don't know, 2 to 3 months, and I'll insulate it and I'll fiberglass it. Yeah, so I'll fiberglass this because I actually really enjoyed fiberglass in the pond. So that's a score. This is going to get fiberglass, I think, and I'll have a bottom drain in here. Everything will be all singing, all dancing. Also, I've got a 25 watt UV coming for this system. I think Evolution Aqua does a 15, but I don't think there's any difference in the 15 and the 25. So I'm getting a 25. Yeah. So what I'll have to do is my 300 vari pump, the 3000 vari pump is in that corner, and that's on 25. Yeah, that's on 25%, which is obviously 25% of 3000. So it's still, I think, too much of a flow going through there. But like I said, this is like this because I need to move my fish out of my main pond, and I'm going to put them in here to treat the fish, which is way easier to treat it in a 500 gallon than it is a 2000 gallon. And also what I'm going to do is I've been talking to some guys I know who's quite knowledgeable about this kind of stuff, and I can't get Batrol anywhere. No one will give me the prescription. You know, that Dr. Reynolds was very interesting, but yeah, you know, she did explain to me that it's down to the discretion of the vet if they actually give me the prescription or the antibiotics or not. So that's not happened. But guys, I've hit 500 subscribers. That is given away. That is going to get given away on Saturday. No, Sunday. So I'm going to do a video on Sunday, and I'm going to decide how to do it. But that's going to get given away. That's going to a new home. The reason I'm taking the fish out of this pond is because I want to fit my backy shower in, which is there. I've got way more media now. I think I've got 60 or 70 kg of media. And like I said, because I need to knock this down, I'm going to empty this straight out, and I'm going to whack it with PP. I'm going to do a really super strong PP dose in this pond, obviously when the fish are not in there, to actually just sanitize the whole lot. It's basically going to act as a bleach, and I'm just going to, whatever bacteria is in there is going. So the plan is that when I put these koi into that new system, there's going to be no bacteria in that system, only the bacteria that's on or in the koi. So I'm feeling I would have diluted the bacteria a lot, because like I said, it's only going to be what's on the koi, and I'm going to treat the koi in there, and hopefully that will do the trick, but we'll see. Oh, the joys of being a novice koi keeper. But do you know what, I'll be honest with you, I'm learning a shizen load. It gets me, well, I get to talk to loads of people, like Tim and Keith from Koi Water Barn, and all of these people. So even though I've lost a few fish, I think it's been a very good learning curve. And I think the biggest learning curve I've found is, if you're kind of serious on a pond, you do need some sort of isolation tank, segregation tank, I don't know, whatever you call it. But I'm very happy I've done that. I'm gonna check the temperature on this tomorrow, because I think this is gonna rise quite good, because obviously I've got the polycarb roof. I got the polycarb roof in here. I've got windows coming for this section. Obviously that's all blocked off. I'm actually going to make a stable door to open here. So it's going to be pretty warm in there, and I think over the summer this will naturally get pretty warm. So I'm not going to worry about the temperature change when I'm putting the koi in there. Well, anyway, I hope you like this video. Make sure you subscribe, and make sure you tune in on Sunday evening for the details of the Evolution Aqua auto feeder giveaway. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be sick. So yeah, cool. Koi lives matter. Remember that. Koi lives matter. See you later.